It is Valentine's Day, so it's only fitting to talk about the ultimate match made in heaven, wine and chocolate. Our sommelier Renee Sfrerrazza is here to share the perfect pairings to make this holiday even sweeter. Renee, you spoil me. You have brought all of my favorite things. I cannot wait to get tasting.
Well, you know I love you so much, so why don't we just give you everything that you love? But I love doing a wine and chocolate pairing for Valentine's Day, whether you're spending Valentine's Day with your loved one or having a girls' night or even just sitting at home and having a chill night in. Wine and chocolate pairings can really make the evening. And what's really great about pairing wine with chocolate is it's equally as versatile as pairing wine with any other meal. And it's a little bit more complex than just all red wine going with milk chocolate. So today I have brought 3 different wines and chocolates from 3 different chocolatiers. We have champagne, a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon and Gewürztraminer. And we also have chocolates from Odell Chocolat, Sophia Patisserie and Chocolatier, as well as Mary's Brigadeiro. So are you ready to get into some pairings?
I am so ready. And all of these chocolatiers Canadian, am I right?
Yes, while the wines are from around the world, all of these chocolatiers are female-run chocolate shops from right here in Toronto.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so let's start with the bubbly because we fancy like that. What are we pairing with our bubbly?
Yes, so we have our champagne today. And when we're thinking about champagne and chocolate pairings, you want to consider a lot of different options. So how sweet is the wine? What is its overall texture? And considering the bubbles itself. This is a great wine style to do really dynamic pairings, especially playing with texture and the bubbly nature of the wine. So today we have the Cityline Brut Spécial Champagne. And this is a family-run winery for generations with all but one exception, NBA Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. And today I am pairing the wine with chocolates from Odell Chocolat, run by Odell Chatelain. And this is a wonderful woman who has a very long family history in chocolate as well. First, I want you to give a smell and a taste to the wine. Let's get into the glass first before we do our pairings. You know the whole drill. Give it a smell and a taste.
I was already drinking it while you were talking.
And you're probably getting wonderful.
I didn't want to waste any time.
You're already drinking it. Perfect. Amazing. No worries. So you're already drinking. You probably get these apple orchard notes, a little bit of florality in there. And now we're going to dive into our chocolates. We have 2 chocolates here. The first one is the Romance chocolate, which is champagne, black pepper, and rose. Give a bite of that and give a try to the wine right after. You'll see that this pairing really brings up the elegance in the wine. It melds really well with it.
It's very good. So as you mentioned, it's not just milk chocolate. It's not like it's a Kit Kat bar. So it's nice when you get these different flavors all combined together.
And the next chocolate really does play on that too. We have a Cab Franc ice wine chocolate by Odell Chocolat as well. And where the champagne romance chocolate brought out a little bit more of that savory spice, the ice wine chocolate's bringing up those fruit notes within the champagne.
Beautiful. Renee, they taste so good together. Gorgeous.
I know, it's really lovely. I love these pairings.
Okay, so let's move on to our red wine, which I actually wasn't expecting to see today, but makes a lot of sense. A lot of people will be doing red wine for Valentine's Day. Let's talk to our the wine, and let's talk to the chocolate you've paired it with.
Yes, of course. So I brought a Cabernet Sauvignon with us today. And the reason why I chose Cabernet Sauvignon is a very popular red wine. This is the S by Signorello Estates from Napa Valley. And what I want to showcase with this is when you're pairing red wine and chocolate, you want to pair similarities. So heavy with heavy, light with light. And if your wine isn't too sweet, your chocolate shouldn't be too sweet either. That's why this Cabernet Sauvignon is a perfect example. The wine is made by Priyanka French, which is a wonderful winemaker from the Napa region. Give it a taste and a smell. And we're going to be pairing this today with chocolates by Sophia Patisserie and Chocolatier. And this is a new boutique chocolate shop by Sophia Arnand. But if you're getting into the glass, I bet you're experiencing the vivaciousness of this wine. It's berry notes, it's savory aspect, and it's smooth palate.
It woke my mouth right up, let me tell you. So which chocolate should I try first? The purple one or the one that's like pink and blue?
Let's go for the purple one first. This is a smoked pepper dark chocolate truffle.
Whoa.
And this is really going to bring up those savory notes in the wine.
Amazing. And as you said,
bringing out this interestingness?
Not too sweet, right? The wine is not too sweet. The chocolate is not too sweet. Together, it's a beautiful combo. Lovely. Okay, let me try the other one.
And the next chocolate is actually It's a berry chocolate truffle, and this we're pairing with the fruit notes in the wine. These are dark berries that are inside the truffle, and they're going to pair with the dark fruit notes in the wine and expand them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, very good, everyone. This is a great excuse to get into a very good wine and very good chocolate. It makes a difference that the chocolate is very elevated. Finally, an ice wine. What do you do here? Because ice wine is pretty sweet.
It is, but though ice wine is a Canadian specialty, I couldn't do a chocolate and wine pairing without including it. And for those that don't know, ice wine is made from grapes that are literally frozen onto the vine. And when it gets made into wine, it really brings this wonderful play between acidity and sweetness. So today we have the Gewürztraminer Ice Wine by Malivoire, made by the wonderful winemaker Shiraz Motiar. You can just dive into that glass there. And we're going to be pairing it with chocolates by Mary's Brigadeiro, which are made by Marianne Oliveira. She really does sew in her culture and experiences into wine. So as you've been tasting in the glass, you're probably getting these wonderful tropical luxe aromas. And on the palate, that really does continue. It's very rich. Now, when we're pairing with ice wine, we want to consider its richness and its sweetness and play with sweetness and spice. You don't want your wine to be sweeter than your chocolate, and you can play with spice to bring out more interesting notes in the wine. So let's dive into our first chocolate, which is that wonderful pink-colored one. It's a mulled wine chocolate by Mary's Brigadeiro.
Very good.
Give that a little taste and try the wine right after.
I gave it a taste.
Yeah,
I tried the wine.
Really blends well.
It blends very well because the wine is, as I mentioned, super sweet, very robust. So that was lovely to pair it with. I'm a big fan of Mary's Brigadeiro. Like, she does incredible, incredible chocolate. So I'm just going to do the truffle to end with because we're out of time.
Yes, go right ahead, and you'll see this is going to be so complex. With the spiciness of the Mexican spice chocolate and the sweet wine, it's amazing.
This was the absolute best way for me to kick off this week, Renee. Thank you. For more tips on pairing your wine
You're so welcome.
and information on the products we sampled today, head over to cityline.com.